Well, in today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're going through the final boxes that we pulled out of the attic. So I can't wait to see what all's in here and how much it's actually worth. And I'll give you that total at the end of the video. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection. And then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. All right, let's see what we have. First, we have a Topsy-Turvy Big Bad Wolf and Grandma doll from Little Red Riding Hood. That's worth about $10. It's pretty cool to have. Let's see what else we've got. Next, we've got this little monkey. He's not name brand or anything, probably worth $1. We've got this huge fuzzy caterpillar, and he's probably worth about $12. He's in really good shape. Got this snake Easter basket. We'll probably sell that at our flea market booth. It's cute, but we don't need it. Oh, here's a dream pet. This is a billy goat worth about $8. And then we have, this was Infamous Meanies. It's Buddy the dog. He has Monica Lewinsky's panties in his mouth, worth about $5. It's kind of collectible. It's one of those little stars, worth about $5. Here's the dog plush still in the box. That's worth about $20. Those are kind of collectible. Let's see what else we've got in here. This is cute. 3 little puppies in a basket and their little finger puppets. That's worth about $8. And then we have another Dream Pets. This is a mouse and a piece of cheese worth about $8. And then this is a Dream Pets line worth about $8. Got this giant alligator. I'm probably going to keep him. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. All right, here's a Dream Pets cow worth about $8. Got this giant crocheted girl that's a pillow. I forgot I had that. She's pretty cool. Probably worth about $18, I would think. Somebody spent a lot of time making her. And then down here in the box, what is this? This is like a skirt. Oh, the skirt goes to this doll. This is a crochet doll. She's pretty big. Probably worth about $15, but if somebody custom made that, it'd probably be like $50 or $60. All right, in this box, this is just a vintage little dog. It's not a dream pet, but it's probably worth about $5. And then we have a vintage VeggieTales pirate pillow worth about $15. Got this little vintage, kind of a pleather dog, probably only worth about $2 because he's not in great shape, but he's old. Here's a little vintage baby Minnie Mouse worth about $6. Then we have this vintage long little tiger. He's still really soft, so cute, worth about $8. And let's see what else we have in here. So much little stuff. A Mr. Beale plush. He's worth about $10. And then we've got a Richie Rich little vinyl stuffed animal. I need to repair his little bow though. He's probably worth about $8 or $10 like that. Got this cute little Fraggle Rock plush. It's worth a good $10. Got this little bitty Pink Panther. He's probably worth about $3. Got this cool vintage Big Bird hat for a kid. Put around their face. It's worth about $15. We've got a Pumbaa from Lion King. He's worth about $15. He's vintage. Got this Yogi Bear plush. I'm not sure if I have one of these or not. If I do, I'll sell it, but it's worth about $6. Got this Talk Nerdy To Me Sock Monkey. He's probably worth about $6. Got this vintage Mickey Mouse. He's in really good shape. He's probably worth about $15. And then we have a Sock Monkey Jack in the Box worth about $20. Got this little mouse that comes out of a cup. It's electronic and he wiggles his feet. Worth about $10. Little butterflies worth about $2. Then we've got this cute vintage Florida souvenir dog worth about $10. It's in really good shape. I have a TY Minnie Mouse plush. She's pretty large. She's worth about $12. This Kellogg's Tony the Tiger little head-shaped pillow is worth about $8. And then we've got this Taz plush. He's a little bit smaller. He's probably worth about $10. And then a Cookie Monster plush also worth about $10. We've got this really cute girl sock monkey. We kept her because she's a girl, worth about $6. And then we have this little San Francisco crab, probably only worth $1, but we're going to hang on to him. We've got this whale from Finding Dory or Finding Nemo, worth about $8. Got this cool vintage Teletubby worth at least $10. See what else we have. We have a little cat Easter basket. We'll probably sell that at our flea market booth. It's cute, but we don't need that. Let's see what else. Got this cool fish. I think I'm going to hang on to that. That's worth about $7. Got a Target Bullseye dog. He's worth about $15. And then we've got this small vintage Minnie Mouse worth about $6. And then we've got this cool country mouse. I love collecting these little guys. Worth about $10. Little owl. I don't know if we're going to keep him or not. He doesn't have his tag. I'll think about that one. Let's see what else. This Leica space dog. Or Leica. I don't know how you pronounce that. Worth about $15. Got this big Stewie from Family Guy. He's like a fair quality animal. Just full of those kind of crunchy beads. Worth probably only about $10. And then we've got a Santa Gumby plush worth about $15. Huge Eeyore plush from Winnie the Pooh in really great shape. Probably worth at least $20. We've got a little Boss Baby plush. They're so hard to find. Worth about $12. And then we've got this vintage little bunny with the little tropical outfit on, worth about $8. And I've got this really cool alien Christmas stocking worth about $12. And then we'll probably sell these cute little pigs at the flea market booth. And I did decide to keep that big alligator because it's such a good quality plush, probably worth at least $10. It's from McRae's. All right, next up we have this African-American doll. It looks handmade. It kind of looks like it might be a souvenir from Jamaica. It's worth about $6. Got one of those little colorful hedgehogs, worth about $3. Little rainbow plush, it's worth about $3. We'll hang that with our cloud plush. We have this U.S. Space Academy bear. He's probably worth about $3. We've got Dick Dastardly. He's worth about $15. He's a little bit harder to find. We've got an Elmo from Jamaica, probably worth about $5. And then we have Melman from Madagascar, and he's probably worth about $6. And then we have the Christmas Marty from Madagascar, worth about $12. We've got this cute little pink fish. I think it's TY. It's worth about $5. Doesn't have a tag. And then we've got a large Minnie Mouse. She's worth about $12. We've got a lot of Minnie Mouse. We might have to sell some of those, but right now we're going to keep it. We have from Paw Patrol a Marshall plush worth about $12. We've got another large Minnie Mouse worth about $12. And then we have a large Pink Panther plush. He's worth about $12. And then we have a large Mickey plush, and you guessed it, he's worth about $12. See what else we have in here. Here's a smaller Mickey plush. He's worth about $8. He's in really good shape and still has the tag on. So glad the mice didn't get in this box. This is Madame Upanova, I believe is how you pronounce it, from Fantasia. She's worth $20. And the small little cat in a hat, he's worth $5. We've got one of those little Flip-A-Zoo minis worth about $3. And then we have this really large Doc plush from Sleeping Beauty, and he's worth $25. Hard to find Disney Playhouse Stanley plush. He's worth at least $35. Got this sock monkey with the outfit on, worth about $8. And then we've got a Bart Simpson swimming with a shark fin on his back, worth about $10. Here we have a Build-A-Bear rabbit with an outfit on, worth about $12. I usually price Build-A-Bears about $12, but poor parents have to spend like $45 for those at the store. And here's a smaller Build-A-Bear with an outfit on, worth about $12. And then we have a Simba from Lion King. This one's worth about $8. I have an advertising plush from United Healthcare. This is Dr. Hound. He's worth about $10. And then we've got a little Berenstain Bear. I'm gonna have to see if I can clean her. She's probably only worth $2 or $3. And if she's stained, maybe just $1. All right, we have a Lion King puppet, a Simba puppet worth about $8. We've got these little guys. These are called Save the Children dolls. I have a bunch of these, and they're not worth very much, probably about $3 each, but I want to say they came from Pier 1, but I really can't remember. That one needs a bath, but I want to say they came from Pier 1, so I'd say $3 to $5 each, but I'm just going to say $3. I like to not overestimate this collection. I'm trying to keep it about what I think it's really worth, what I could sell it for. All right, these little flowers are from Groovy Girls, and they're worth about $3 each. Got another little hedgehog plush worth about $3. I have a Build-A-Bear Spider-Man. He's worth about $15. And then we have another Build-A-Bear in an outfit worth about $12. I have a little iguana plush worth about $2. I'm gonna hang on to that, he's kind of cute. Here's the other Groovy Girl flower. Let's see, we've got a small Simba. He's probably worth about $6. And then we've got this large butterfly worth about $6. Just gotta have to give him a bath. Got a big old Simba here. He's worth about $25. And then we have a smaller Simba worth about $10, the younger one. And then we have from Lion King Nala worth about $15. It's a little advertising bear from State Farm that's worth about $8. And then we have another shark from Shark Week. That's worth about $10 with the tag still on it. Have a little Gloria from Madagascar worth about $5. Got this little Mexican or Puerto Rican little bear. He's not name brand, probably worth about $3, but I'm gonna keep him. Have an Animal Alley Toys R Us snake. Hard to find, worth about $20. Anything from Animal Alley from Toys R Us is a little bit collectible. Here we have some vintage gingerbread plush, and these are worth about $20. They're pretty collectible. I was surprised they were worth that much, but that vintage plush is getting harder and harder to find. Have a small pink Tweety Bird worth $3. A little pink panther worth about $5. And then we have a small Donald Duck here. He's worth about $5. Have an old vintage Oscar the Grouch, kind of small, but worth $8. And a Sylvester the Cat, like in an Arabian outfit, worth about $8. Got this cute little girl doll. I don't know what she goes to, but I've decided to keep her, and she's probably worth about... All right, we have another little Big Bird plush. I'm not sure if we'll keep him. We have so many big birds. All right, we have a Yosemite little souvenir bear worth about $5. And we have a Paddington bear worth about $6. We have Cooper from The Fox and the Hound. He's worth about $5. Got this cute little stingray, probably worth about $1. We have a Melman from Madagascar. He's probably worth about $6. This huge Grover plush from Sesame Street worth about $12. And we have a Speedy Gonzales plush, but his hat's messed up. We can't keep him. And we already have one of these Bubba Bears, so we'll have to sell him. Here's a advertising Country Croc teddy bear worth about $8. There's a little Barbie dog worth about $4. There's my dog, Daisy, watching me unpack this box of plush. I love her. Here's a little baby plush. I'm not sure where he's from, but he's really cute, and he's worth about $6. And then we've got this little country mouse someone made from an old air freshener worth about $5. I love those country crafts like that. This is a big-haired dog from Emotions. It's from the 80s, probably worth about $10. I remember those from the 80s. Very cute. We've got a baby Taz, but I can't remember if I already have one of these, so I'm not going to price him. Well, I'll go in and... No, I think I have one. Here's another Bubba Bear. He's worth about $8. I think he's missing his pants. Here's a Abby from Sesame Street as a Statue of Liberty. She's worth about $15. And then here is a Big Bird. We'll keep one of them. Probably worth about $15. And then we have this large Elmo. He's probably worth about $10. Got some stuffing. Oh, the mice got Scooby-Doo. He didn't have a chance. At least they didn't tear up everything. Oh, they got Elmo too. Dang it. Let's see what else. We have a superhero Tweety Bird, probably worth about $7. And this is a Spice Mouse, probably worth $10, maybe more than that. We have a Tickle Me Elmo worth about $10. I'm not sure if we have one of those or not. I might have to sell some stuff once I get the toy museum open. All right, let's see what this is. This is an Elmo that's kind of laying down, a different version of him, probably worth about $10. Dumbo we're going to sell. I know we have one of those. This is the Lion Guard from Lion King, still in the box, probably worth about $25. And then I found a kid's hat from JoJo the Clown Circus, worth about $6. It's kind of a cute little hat there. And then I found this whole box of Happy Meal toys and all kinds of goodies. I've got to go through this, but I know it's worth at least $50, probably a lot more than that. But we're going to say $50 for now. All right, from 1999, we have this colorful Furby with the tag worth at least $35. They're kind of valuable. We've got a Graduate Mickey Mouse plush. He's worth about $15. We've got this little glowworm. I always say they're worth about $12. We've got a Littlest Pet Shop bobblehead dog that needs bath, probably worth about $6. We'll clean him up good. But he is Littlest Pet Shop. And then we've got a little Twisted Whiskers worth about $7. These little hamsters have become pretty collectible. This witch still in the box is worth about $20. And then we have one that's Frankenstein, also worth about $20 still in the box. Then we've just got some plush trolls. I'd say these are worth about $5 each. They're probably from the 80s or 90s. And then we have a little Stuart Little still in the box, worth about $25. And then we've got a big troll with a jewel on his belly, probably worth about $5. We have an angel troll still in the box, making it worth about $12. And then here's another plush troll, probably worth about $5. And then we've got this cute one. He's probably worth $5. I'm a 1991 Dino Brights troll, worth at least $20. We've got a little bitty Mickey that used to be connected to a book and a mini still on her book. They're probably worth about $4. These little trolls are cute, and I'm going to say they're all worth about $5 each. Some of them might be worth more than that, but I got to make it easy on myself in this video. So we're going to say about $5 each for these trolls. I think I could get a little bit more for the bride and groom trolls as a set. I'd say I could get about $15 for the set with those, maybe more. This little green Land of the Trolls is $10, and then the Graduate's about $5. And then this one's about $5. All the regular ones are $5. Now we go to some Furbies. We have the Witch from 1999 worth $35. We have from 1999 the Bumblebee worth $30. 1998 Church Mouse that's worth at least $20. And then we have this one. I think that's a duplicate of the other one we had. And then that one's also a duplicate, I believe. This little black one, he's cute. Little Witch's cat worth $20. Here's a Furby plush worth about $10. And the Confetti Furby is worth $30. And this one's also worth about $30. And then there's a duplicate witch. I'm going to sell the duplicate ones. Another little troll worth about $5. Duplicate Bumblebee, we'll sell him. Another $5 troll. $5 troll. $5 troll. All these $5 are going to add up. Let's see. I think all these are about $5. A little mermaid one. A little small one. That one's probably only worth $1. And then a little, that's a nice one, but we'll still say $5. $5. Little doctor, $5. Another one, $5. $5. $5. And then a couple little troll pencils, probably worth about $2 for the set. And then that one's probably worth $5. I might have to paint him a little bit. And that one's worth about $5. And that one's worth about $5. And there's a little necklace in there worth about $1 or $2, probably $2 for the necklace. And then some little goodie bags. All right, another tub. We have a big Heathcliff. I like Heathcliff, kind of like a generic Garfield. He's worth about $10. Then we've got a little Jasper Jowls from Chuck E. Cheese. He's worth about $30. He's pretty valuable. We've got a hamburger helper glove. We've got to give a good bath, worth about $15 once it's cleaned up. We'll probably sell the Aflac duck because we have so many of those. And then this is a Karen doll from Build-A-Bear from Frosty the Snowman, worth about $8. And then this is 1999 Bear in the Big Blue House, worth $50. He's super valuable. Got a Beetle Bailey doll, worth about $12. Still has the tag on. And then we have another one, a different version of him, also worth about $12. We've got Helen Henny of Chuck E. Cheese, from Chuck E. Cheese, worth $30. Heath Clifton nightgown, worth at least $20. We've got Fievel Goes West from American Tail. He's worth about $15. And then we have Huckleberry Hound and also the horse. I can't remember the horse's name, but they're probably worth about $6 for the set since they're so small. Got another fish from Shark Tales. We already have one of these, so we'll sell this one at our flea market booth. And then we have this cute little wizard. He's probably worth about $3. I'm gonna hang on to him. He's cute. This is cool. It's an Aflac golf club cover. Haven't seen one of those. I didn't even know I had it. Probably worth about $15. And then we have a Domino Sugar with a teddy bear inside from 1988, worth about $10. Got a hard to find Chuck E. Cheese puppet worth at least $20. And then we've got this King Kong plush, still with a tag, worth about $8. And we've got a couple of these little Easter chickens. You put batteries in them and they sing and dance. And I think one of them does the Macarena, worth about $8 each. We have a big chicken little plush. He's worth $25. I was surprised he was worth that much. And then we've got a little monkey that sticks his fingers in his nose and ears. He's worth about $10. He's kind of vintage. Have this little 2000 plush, worth about $2. We've got a Stitch dressed up as Elvis. He's worth about $15. Got another Scroungy dog from the 80s. This is my second one. I'm keeping him because I love that dog in the 80s. He's just like a little stray dog that needs a home. All right, I've got a Chubbles. I think we already have one of these, so we won't value him, but I might swap my other one out. That one has a tag on it. Got a little baby jellyfish. Not a jellyfish, a stingray, worth about 50 cents. Here's a white ape, worth about $8. A little Mr. Potato Head plush, worth about $6. And then we have Pearl from Finding Nemo, probably worth about $8. We have the other little stingray, worth about 50 cents. This one is from Stuart Little 2. Margalo, I believe. It's worth about $15. And then we have Lilo from Lilo and Stitch, worth about $10. Got this large flamingo plush we're going to keep just because it's cute. It's not name brand, worth about $8. We've got a little Winnie the Pooh. He's probably worth about $6. Got a small Winnie the Pooh, probably worth about $6 because it's TY. Have a Webkinz goldfish, worth about $8. Then we have a Dream Pets giraffe, worth about $8. And let's see. Oh, this is from Aristocats. This is Duchess. She's worth at least $20, probably more than that. This little black and white dog is from For Real Friends, worth about $10. It's amazing how all these little things have value, and it really adds up at the end. All right, from Sesame Street, we have a Snuffleupagus. He's worth at least $20 because he still has his tags on. All right, got a cute little rainforest frog. We'll probably put with our palm tree, worth about $3. From Ice Age, we have a mammoth plush, worth about $8. And this is cool. It's a vintage tiger. I think it's a Steiff, worth at least $40. Have a little Donald Duck, worth about $5. Got this cool birthday party hat. We might use at birthday parties. It's worth about $10. Just got to clean it up a little bit. And let's see, we have a Hershey Kiss, probably worth about $3. He's getting a little old. We have a different version of Minnie Mouse. She's probably worth about $12. All right, this is cool. It's an Ice Age 2 pack. It's 2 in the box, worth at least $40. Got an NBC Peacock, worth about $6. And we've got this funny looking Angry Bird. All you can see is his little bitty face, and he's worth at least $25. Got this really large Tigger. He's worth about $20. A lot of people collect Winnie the Pooh. And then we have this big ape. He came from Sears back in the day. He's worth about $20. And this is our last box of plush. We have a Penelope Pit Stop doll. She's worth about 30 bucks. We've got this cute little Tiwa poodle. We'll probably value it with our Beanie Babies. We've got a big tote of those. We have Sully Monsters Incorporated mask worth about $15. Got this little guy, Nintendo Animal Crossing Timmy Tommy, worth about $6. We have a Puffkins Orange Gorilla Ball, worth about $7. I have a vintage cat dog plush. He's probably worth about $12. Got another Gloria Hippo. It's a different version of her, worth about $5. We've got a Foghorn Leghorn, worth about $12. And then we've got this little Fortnite pinata looking donkey, probably worth about $10. Got a Cayman Island little plush parrot, probably just worth say $2. Got this big stingray plush, this blue, that's pretty, probably worth about $5. We'll probably sell that hat. And let's see, this is from Disney Cars Planes, probably worth about $15. Hard to find. Little hedgehog's worth about $1. This big clownfish, I thought it was Nemo from Disney, but it's not. It's more like a fair plush, so we'll probably sell that one. I might change my mind, I don't know. This is a little hedgehog hideaway pets, worth about $8. I've got an Emotions walrus from the 80s. So cute, probably worth $15. Little green starfish, worth about $5. This hermit crab plush is really cool, and I'd say it's probably worth about $15. Little orange octopus is from Carnival Cruise Line, so it's worth about $10. Little fish, I don't know, probably worth about $5. Little gray stingray is worth about $1, and the purple octopus is worth about $5. Well, in our previous 507 videos of value on my toy collection, our collection was worth $1,314,210. And then when we add this video of all of our added plush, we can add another $2,554 to our grand total. So that means for episode 508 of Value in My Toy Collection, our grand total now is $1,316,764. I always wanted to say I had $1 million toy collection, and now I can finally do so, but I'm not actually a millionaire. I'm just a guy with a lot of toys. And I've been saving these toys all my life, going to thrift stores, flea markets, garage sales, toy stores, and looking online, and it's just accumulated to this big old total. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what all I have and what it's actually worth, and it's a great way for me to inventory the collection. And if you want to see the toys up close and a little bit slower, I put them all on our Facebook page, which is called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please think about doing so, because it certainly helps us grow. So until our next video, we will see you then.